Oh, you lifted hard and heavy? Are you kidding me, man? I got 1 foot in the grave, one on a banana peel. That's the way I feel, man. That flu almost kicked my ass. I mean, it did kick my ass. It might have killed me, too. I could go in the stories in between the weights. But I felt like I gave myself a gut punch with all that gagging up water and stuff. I really think I ripped something in here. So the last few days I didn't eat since Friday. I haven't eaten since Friday. It's Monday. Monday at 6. And I was feeling more miserable by the second. So let me just go in the way. Let me just, let me walk in the back of the church. Just sit down a little bit, I gotta do any of this, I just sit there a little bit. And I remember what I was trying to do last week. So I'll be getting into that too. You got progressive weight training. I'll come up with a new term. Progressive range of motion training. Basically your partials and different leverages, okay? We'll get into it as I go through this because I'm nothing spectacular, fellas. But I do feel a little better. And don't give me no crap. I'm on my 12th century Lent fast like the monks did. It's called a beer fast. Until I know what's going on here, I don't want to put it on salad. I don't know if I got me a hernia. I coughed my guts out. Anyhow. Alright, this is the third set. Now you have to see what I'm doing. That's why I got this. So you won't see me. I'll switch it over so you can see that. But I want you to see what's going on first. The chains are going to kick in about here. Now if you've got a... should have done a set. Here. Now if you've got a rack, then you put the rack bar in and you go right from there. Bang, bang, bang. You do your stuff. And every week you go down a little bit, or every few weeks. So this thing every week you're going to put another 5 pounds on the bar. Really? I mean, add it up, fellas. So in half a year you're going to put on another 100 pounds? No. You put on a half a pound every week, yeah, but put on 5, yeah, it might work for a little while, and then you're going to hit a wall solid. That's why I was showing you those micro weights and bottles of water and stuff. Anyway, let me do a set of this. Thing is, I'm doing partials without a rack, so that's what I'm doing. No big deal. I got it set this way for you so you see. No big deal here. Just what I'm doing. Okay, the thing is, I got to get balanced. See what I'm saying? Get tight, squeeze. I don't even know what that looked like. I felt like death's door an hour ago. I told you, I come into the church, I feel better now. Maybe it's psychological. I don't think so. My stomach's killing me. Yeah. Progressive range of motion training. Range of motion. And linearization. And levels, range of motion. Because, you did your dumbbells, right? And you never went in your lateral raise. Guy says, because everyone tells you don't do that. And you say, yeah, I'm going to build up my shoulders. So you go to lateral raises. You think you're going to play with the same weights you did this. You ain't nowhere doing it. You think, man, I'm pumped. You're over here doing 10s, right? And you look over and there's a pumped up bodybuilder. He's doing 10s. You got a different leverage here. If I get winded, I'm really still not too good. I got a vein here. I got a vein. Whoa. Just bear with me, right? I know I should be in bed. No. So, the leveraging effect. Okay, well, there's not just leveraging effect here. Okay, when you're on your bench, there's a leveraging effect right here. There's leveraging effect through the whole thing. Where's your sticking point on bench? About here, right? Usually about here. Some guys it's out there. Well, mostly it's right about. That's why they put that boards there on here. Okay, so basically you're limited to the weight you use on the bench because of the weakest link. This part of the motion right here. Right here. Progressive range of movement. Progressive range. Right here. So, you're hindering this up here. Because it ain't working that hard. This is what's working. This is what's... That's why I could do 375 for rep on the partials. I can unrack 375. I can't bench 375. So let's say I didn't do my crazy stuff. I'd still be playing down there what? I go 315, 300, 305. You know, I do my stuff. But I ain't nowhere near unracking 375 and doing a few reps. You understand what I'm saying? So you're getting two things. You're not getting the intensity. And secondly, it's showing you there's different stresses within the range of motion of a lift. Well, how do you stress, you know, this part of the bench or this part of the press, and how do you get this part stressed? Because if you're working from, one of them is the weak link. So wherever the weak link is, you know what I'm saying? You got to get around it. That's why I do partials. You understand? So you work your chest as hard as you can with your normal bench, and then you do some partials. Same thing with this. I'm saying. So that's what it is. Progressive weight training means keep increasing the weight. Progressive range of motion training, you're increasing the stress because the amount of weight on the joints more, but it's the same weight in the hand. This ain't this. You dig it? Now on your major lifts, this is isolating. In a way this is, but I'm still within the same movement, okay? That's why I like my suspended plates for the bench. It got me to 330 bench. So, I'm doing it with this too, that's all. No big deal. Alright, so I'm just going to keep working my way up to nothing. I did 175 last week. That ain't nothing. And I feel better. I'm working out. With my 12th century monk fast for Lent. They called it the liquid bread diet. You don't know about this. Research it out. I read a lot. Plus, it's giving me a chance to... okay, let's say I drank 4 cans of beer a day. Me drinking Natural Light. That's not even 400 calories. You need more than 400 calories, so you're starting to burn stuff. Okay. So anyway, I put some more weight on here. Boy, this is a stupid ass show. I know what I'm going to do. How many sets did I do? 3? Okay, I go. I really want to go up 5, 10, go up 20. No, that's 10, 20. Okay, that's a little too much. No, let's go, screw it. I'll just stay there for another 3 sets. Yeah. Okay, see what I'm doing? Can you see what I'm doing? Okay. Then put another 10 on the bottom. What the hell's going on over there? She's not being in there. What's going on here, fellas? You gotta make sure your stuff's away. You see what I'm saying? I don't have a problem there. I don't have a problem there for sure. What's going on here, fellas? That's the problem. So you gotta make sure your stuff's all good. Like I said, measure twice. Okay, that's good. Huh. Oh, what the hell over here? Still no one. No, it's locked in. Ain't nothing about that. Okay. Alright, so that was just extra. Okay. Boy, we got the low rent show here. So how's everyone else doing? I I know some of you come down with flu this year. But like I said, some know how to get tested because they're required to get tested if they get sick because they got to go back to work. And it wasn't the, you know, the illness that everything is now. It was just what it was, like a flu. But it hit me pretty hard. The babies had to go get their vaccines. You know, their baby vaccines. And one of them had a little sore throat and stuff. And head cold. So I held the boy all night. So when he woke up, I'd be there. And I would blow his nose, come, okay, I knew it back to sleep. I don't think nothing of it because I thought he's sick from just a vaccine. But they must have caught something in the hospital when they went in. So then I got it. And then I got the sore throat here. I remember I was over with the missus and I said, man, this thing's moving over the other side pretty fast. And it's moving down here. And then when it is, oh, God, here we go. So that week was murder. But I wanted to get something in, so I showed you the chain, cable rope. But somewhere in the coughing up the phlegm all through the night, I gave myself a gut punch, baby. I don't know what I did to myself. I still feel it. But as long as I'm pulled in, that's another thing. Old timers, don't, just keep this thing on. Because, you know what I mean, you might get a rip in there, and that's it. Okay? Okay. So that's just 150 now, ain't no big deal. I did 145 with a clean and press. You saw the video, first video I did. Oh, 5, so this is nothing. I'm just doing what I'm doing. But at least I got in here and did something. You understand? Even when I'm busted up, I should be getting x-rays and stuff. God knows I got a hernia maybe. But we'll see. That's why I'm on the liquid diet. If I got blockage or anything. This don't feel right. I'll have to see on the tape when I just go back. Am I coming up the same distance? Hold on, fellas. I gotta see what the hell's going on here. Alright. I've raised it this time, so yeah, you can see what I'm doing here. I put another 5 on this side instead of that side. Next, I'll do it here. Cause I wanna. So that's it's only 160. But really, I shouldn't be working out. But I gotta do something. I was going to do arms, and when I came in, I saw that when I sat. And I said, no, maybe I'll try them some more. Alright. Let's see what's going on here. Like I said, if you got a rack, you don't do this. You put the rack in. But this has a little bit of this going on. It's sideways, so it's got a dumbbell effect. Even though it ain't a dumbbell. You're getting that dumbbell where you got to use all those other muscles to keep it up in line, you know. Alright. Man. If I hadn't gotten sick, man. Alright. Here we go. Make sure you grip tight with this. You'll notice, you know, I don't know if you can see my forearms. You'll see me really start squeezing, and it kind of like makes your whole body squeeze or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Okay, make sure you always got a tight grip, for obvious reasons. Yeah, so I'll get the weight up a little bit, increasing it maybe within a month. I wanted to do the bench, but this took out my push, and I was doing good, right? 375 on the partials. I bet you I could have done a 335, but I didn't want to waste my time. I wanted at least a 340, but anyhow. Yeah. So then I got into this right now. I'm not recommending to be a fast, fellas, but it gets me through the night, man. I'm breaking a sweat now, that's good. But I didn't make it up. It's a type of fast. And because it has a little bit in it, kind of shuts down your hunger, and I'm a eating fool, you know what I mean? I'm an eating fool. So, I gotta do what I gotta do. I dropped down, I'm 214 since Friday. I was about 220, definitely. Maybe no, I went over, yeah, 220, 221, yeah. That says 214, so, who knows? Okay, so, you see what I'm doing, right? Alright. Okay, let me put on pause, because I can yak all day, but we understand what we're talking about here. Progressive range of motion. Because if in that motion of any movement you're doing, there's different leverages going on. And your lift will be compromised by the weakest link. So how are you attacking it? There's many ways, but partial suspended plates is one of them. And it's one I can do because I don't have a rack. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I don't even know. I'm going to go see where I can go, boys. I'll see where I crash and burn. Hold on. Okay, fellas, I did 180. And now I'm going to do 190. I could do 200, I think, but not today. I'll give me another video. So, put another 10, 5 on each side. Oh, the original reason I had 2 weights on here was because then it keeps it on let it, see, the motion of it binds it, see, so it won't slide off, that's all. But they said I'll put a few on here. So we got 2 25s, 2 10s, and 2 5s. So 50, 60, 70, 80 on the bottom. And I hope that's 110. Maybe it's more, right? It's 80 on the bottom, right? 50, 60, 70, 80. 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95. Well, 105, 110, there you go, 110 and 80, okay. This is going, my back's going, I'm going. Alright, so I don't know if you want to see the chain pop or I'll give it to you this one. Alright, 90 for 5. Then I'm just going to work the pyramid back down, you don't got to see that. Grab it tight, fellas. Grab it tight. Yeah. Alright. If I can do 5, that'd be good. It's a bouncing act. Okay. I'm just going to go up. You know what a pyramid is, right? And we go up and we go down. Now I'll go back down. See, this was my gut is gagging. I don't know where all the phlegm's coming from. Anyhow, Okay, fellas. On the way down, like if you're in the rack, you can play games with the different pins. But I'll stick with this. When I can do 200 for 5, then I'm going to take a link out. Take a link out. So it'll be that much more until I get to where I want to go, okay? Just another way of doing things. Progressive range of motion training. Okay, fellas. Thanks for stopping by. What can I tell you? Father Time ain't playing, but I'm going to kick him out the door, Alright, let me go have some more of my liquid bread. Fast for Lent, even though Lent already came by. Alright, take care, fellas. Stay healthy. Get out in the sun. Okay? Okay, bye-bye.